Hey guys, Jake's Garage here. Well, it is time to get started on the next project. So, I'm in my Explorer, and I think I showed a quick video of this before, but that is an old Pioneer DEHP 930. This was when the OEL displays first came out, and it was really a really nice radio, and it still is a really nice radio. It's got a lot of power, it's got a lot of features, even though it's outdated. And you know, the things that it doesn't have USB support without an external box, and the external box works like junk. It doesn't have auxiliary input. Well, this one does, but I'll tell you about that in a second. It doesn't have Bluetooth. The OEL display has faded over time. It actually looks pretty bright in this video, but it's nighttime, and in the sunlight you cannot see it at all. So it's got to go, obviously. I slammed this in here just to get rid of the touchscreen radio that the previous owner had in, and it works good. I got this weird little Chinese auxiliary input. It's got an IP bus plug on the end. If you guys have Pioneers, you're familiar with the IP bus plug. And all I did was plug it into that, and it gave me auxiliary input. I didn't think it didn't work on my other radio, the one in the Trans Am, but it worked on this one. So I guess it's just the older units. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to yank this out. This is gone. I'm going to show you guys what's going in its place, and you will hopefully be able to see how I get my tablet mounted in this car. So I'm lucky that I have a double DIN opening already. I have my junk tablet here, and you can see that the space lends itself quite nicely to that tablet size. I originally was going to just figure out a way to mount the tablet like with magnets or something, just to put it there like that. That's not my style, unfortunately. It's too easy. So I'm gonna pull this out tonight. I'm gonna show you guys what I got, and all my goal tonight and for this video is going to be, once this is out, I'm gonna show you the new unit, talk to you about the plan, some new parts I got, and then I'm going to get the new stereo put in, and I'll probably just take a quick little video. Obviously, I'm not going to play music because YouTube will block me. So, but that's that. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully, it goes smooth. I'm hoping this is going to go way faster than the Subaru. I'm hoping this is going to be. I'm not even going to post this one until the thing is in and working, so I don't keep you guys hanging for like a month. It shouldn't take that long. But stay tuned and let's see what we can do here. Okay guys, I'm not sure how this video is going to come out, but we're going to try it. I went ahead and got myself a skeleton frame, or a, I don't know what you call it actually, frame mount for the GoPro. Hoping the audio sounds a little better, because the Subaru tablet review was disappointing when it came time to edit it. So, okay, so not to use up too much time here, I got the other stereo out. I just want you to take note of something here. Obviously, anything from the heat shrink that way is the adapter, okay? And this is the subwoofer adapter for the Ford unit. But the rest of this bundle of wire, all of this is all just the radio, okay? So just keep that in mind. So this will be, I'm going to clip all these, restrip it, and then solder this to the new stereo right now, because I need a stereo for driving to work. This kit that I got here is a double DIN. It's a double DIN, single DIN kit, so I think I can convert this to a double DIN. Maybe I can't. I don't know. No, I can't. That's right. So this kit's going to become just the vessel for tonight, basically, to hold the radio for work tomorrow. So okay, let's look at the new head unit here, and I'll show you some other parts too. So what I went with is Pioneer, because I'm a Pioneer fanboy, and I've always had Pioneers and they're great. I went with the MVH X560BT. It's got Bluetooth. It has MP3 and WMA support, high current USB, smartphone compatible, and there is a Android logo there, so hopefully that works better than the other one with my Android. It does have direct control for iPod, which I might be switching to iPhone, so that'd be cool. I can change the color to match my dashboard. That, for some reason, is a big... I wish I could change the one in the Trans Am to be red. It's all blue. It just drives me nuts. Then it's got some gimmicky thing called Mix Track. Anyway, a couple key points about this unit. That's it. That is all the wiring that comes off the back of this thing. You know, minus the auxiliary inputs and other things. Like, here's a microphone for the Bluetooth. Okay, that's, you know, it is what it is. But that's it. I mean, that is the smallest, most compact wiring harness I think I've seen in years for a stereo. And then the other thing, the other plus about this unit is there's no CD player. Why is that a plus? Because I rarely listen to CDs ever. Here it is. The whole unit is 4.5 inches from there to there. Hopefully you can see that. You know, everything plugs into the back versus having cabling. So I've got my USB in, I've got my mic, wired remote. The pack controller is in the Ford right now, and I did not disconnect it, so I'm hoping that when I wire all this all up, I'm just going to plug that pack remote in and see if my steering wheel controls work. Here's my preamps, 2-volt preamps, my auxiliary input, my antenna, that's it. Boom. So, nice and clean. This thing is nice and clean, and my install might include remote mounting this faceplate, so, but that's for a different discussion. Having the small body of the receiver, though, I can mount this behind the dash. I can mount this behind the tablet and kind of hide it, more or less. I don't know why I'm catching it away. I'm just going to pull it back out again. So my idea is here, for integration, is my, pardon the mess, my, so my tablet will be pumping audio out through the USB through a DAC, and it is going to go into the auxiliary input of this. I will not use Bluetooth with my tablet. It just does not work very good in my experience. Plus I want to use Bluetooth for calling, so I'm going to leave that channel opened up. So the auxiliary input into this is going to get a direct line from my tablet. The USB, I haven't decided yet. I'll probably play that off the tablet too, but what I've got to install in the car is in the center console where the original sync 3.5mm headphone jack and USB port, that was kind of botched up by the previous owner to put the Pioneer unit in. So what I did was I went to Amazon and I grabbed one of these deals, and this is what it comes with. One of them is just a 12 volt power plug, but the other one is two USB charging port only, and one is a 2.1 amp and the other is 1 amp. So this is going to be dedicated just to charging my cell phone and my passenger cell phone. On the other side, so that's going to mount in one spot, and I'll show you that later. On the other side, I got one of these. So I'm actually going to fit that next to it, because there should be enough room. And this, it has a USB and a a headphone jack. So what I'm going to try to do is take the headphone jack and split it off the DAC so that I could run, I could plug something else in there if I want. And then the USB, I'm not sure, I think I'm going to run this to my USB hub and then actually use this as a thumb drive to play using like Apollo or something on the tablet. I could also run this up to the back of the head unit and just run the USB straight off of the head unit. I haven't decided which one I want to try to do. So that's that. Again, going over this extremely quickly. I also got a new on-the-go cable that I'm going to try. The other one that I had was a homemade Y cable, and I think I was starting to have problems with it. So this is one of the more traditional, and it supposedly has 24 gauge power wire. Yeah, 28 gauge data, 24 gauge power. So this should charge very nicely. Basically, I want to give this thing as much power as I can give it. And then my USB hub is going to be wired to this for data only, and it's going to be self-powered. So that's the kind of like the change I'm working on here. I'm trying to tidy up the wiring because the wiring I had before was just an absolute night. I don't even know where it is. I think it's in that box over there. It was a nightmare. It was bad. So that is the plan. I'm going to get to wiring up the new head unit and get that going tonight. That way I can just kind of get reset. My whole goal is to just do it in stages. So I want to get my radio working again. So I have a radio in the car, start from fresh, and then I'm going to pull all that back out and start working on that tablet mounting tomorrow night. So we'll see how that goes. So that's it for tonight. The last thing I'm going to show you is the new head unit once it's wired up, and I'll let you know how the pack, if the pack controller just plugged right in. I might also try to get this installed tonight too. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyways, stay tuned to see how this goes, and hopefully I don't run into any major problems. Okay, all finished. I didn't really show a whole lot of the, this radio or anything. I'll be getting into the guts behind the dash at some point here. A couple things to note. This radio is awesome. First of all, it's green. See if I can turn my... It's green, so it matches my interior lighting pretty nicely. It's got a whole bunch of different colors that you can change it to, but I think I'll probably leave it green. It's super light. I mean, there's nothing, because there's, I mean, I might be because of the way the technology is advanced, but there's nothing in there. It's just a board. You got your power supplies, a couple heat sinks, inputs, and that's it. I mean, there's nothing. It's so simple compared to the old ones, and it weighs absolutely nothing. This is a Metra kit, and I chose to use, the trim ring and the mounting stuff. There's no cage, there's no, the sleeve that usually goes in those around them. That's not even in there. It's 2 screws holding that thing in, and I mean, it's so solid because there's no mass behind it. It doesn't move around. I don't expect it to jostle. So anyway, it's in, it works, it sounds good. It's too dark, it's too late for me to be really cranking it up. But the nice thing is I plugged the pack in and boom, pack works. Can't play music because of YouTube, but there's volume works. The seek button does not scroll through my presets. It actually does channels, which is okay with me, but I might change that. The voice button does nothing. This call button does nothing. I don't know if I can change that. The only buttons that work are volume up and down, seek, media, and that's it. So maybe I can map these to do something else, or I might also add a Joy-Con in conjunction with that to control the tablet too, but that's for another day. So yeah, this is it. It's nice. The display's kind of cool. It'll give you broadcast info, or just the frequency or whatever. Tell the song that's playing. It's a nice radio. I like it so far. So that's that, guys. I did try to install this today, real quick, and it's about a foot too short. It was really stretched to the back, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know if I'm gonna just mount this like down here in this where this blank is, because of course you can't see because it's dark, but it's about the same size as that blank right there. There we go. It's pretty darn close. So I don't know. I'm really not into drilling my dash, but that kind of looks factory too. If I just have this sitting in that hole, that kind of looks nice. It's either that, or I'm going to just try to find the shortest USB and shortest audio jack. Audio, not stretcher. The heck's the word I'm looking for. But the other thing is if I don't, I'm actually going to run my USB hub underneath. There's a panel down here that just kind of pulls off. I might run my hub under there so I can get to it without pulling all this stuff out. If I do that, this will reach. This will go down to that hub, no problem. So if I use a splitter on the DAC, which is where that's going to have to go anyway, and if I run the USB, see, I don't really want to, sorry, I know this is getting long. I didn't really want to do a whole lot through the head unit. I really just want it for if I want to hop in and listen to FM radio. I could do that on the tablet, but you know, it's a little clunky, it uses data, blah, 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 blah. I got a working radio, it's fine. And I needed it for the amplification, and I wanted it for Bluetooth calling, because tablet Bluetooth doesn't really work that good. You can't really do much with that. So that's what this is for. I'm okay with doing auxiliary playing through the tablet. I had problems with the USB stick registering with the tablet every time I turned it on, so that might have been my hub, it might have been a power issue, I don't know. So I'm going to test that out and see what I can get going with that. But yeah, that's it, guys. Stay tuned. I'm hopping on this tomorrow. I'm going to try to get the tablet somehow mounted. I don't even know how I'm going to do it yet. I will try to take the video as I go, but here goes nothing. We're going to see if we can get this done in a record time for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.